Caring for a young child and understanding their behaviors is a journey filled with questions, observations, and moments of learning. One of the most common experiences for parents and caregivers is noticing that their baby often cries and appears uncomfortable when laid down in a crib or on a bed, but calms down, stops crying, and seems content when being held. This phenomenon can be both puzzling and exhausting, especially during those long nights when sleep seems elusive for both baby and parents. To understand why this happens and to find effective ways to ease this transition for your child, it helps to look deeper into the world of infant psychology, physical comfort, and the essential needs of babies during their early months of life. From the moment a baby is born, their world changes dramatically. For months, they were nestled within the warmth, security, and constant motion of their mother's womb. The transition to the outside world is sudden and can feel overwhelming. Babies crave closeness, warmth, and the rhythmic sensations that remind them of their prenatal environment. When a baby is held, they sense the caregiver's heartbeat, warmth, gentle movements, and even their scent, all of which help them feel safe and secure. This sense of security is deeply ingrained. Human infants are born with strong instincts to seek proximity to their caregivers, as it increases their chances of survival and comfort. When a baby is laid down on a flat surface, such as a crib or a bed, several things change instantly. The comforting sensations of being held disappear. There is no longer the gentle pressure or the familiar heartbeat. The environment may feel colder, quieter, and less stimulating. For some babies, this transition feels abrupt and even alarming, triggering their natural response to cry out for the comfort and security of a caregiver's arms. This reaction is not solely emotional, it is also physiological. Babies' nervous systems are still developing, and they are highly sensitive to changes in their surroundings. Additionally, some babies experience a startle reflex, known as the Moro reflex, that can be triggered by the sensation of being laid down. This reflex causes them to suddenly extend their arms and legs, which can be startling and unpleasant. The lack of boundaries and support that a caregiver's arms provide makes them feel exposed and vulnerable. If the baby is particularly tired, overstimulated, or hungry, these feelings of discomfort intensify, leading to more frequent and intense crying spells. Another factor that can contribute to discomfort when lying down is physical discomfort or medical issues. Some babies may have reflux, making lying flat on their back uncomfortable as stomach acid can irritate their esophagus. Others may have mild digestive troubles, gas, or even sensitivities to fabrics or bedding materials. If a baby consistently cries when put down and seems in distress, it is always wise to check for signs of physical discomfort or consult a pediatrician to rule out any underlying medical issues. Beyond the physical and physiological aspects, the emotional connection between baby and caregiver plays a crucial role. Babies are wired to seek attachment and closeness. Being held provides not only comfort, but also important stimulation for their emotional and social development. Eye contact, gentle talking, and physical touch all strengthen the bond between baby and caregiver and help regulate the baby's emotions and sense of security. When this connection is suddenly interrupted by being laid down alone, some babies feel isolated and express their discomfort through crying. Understanding these reasons is the first step towards easing the transition for both baby and caregiver. The good news is that there are several practical strategies that can help your child feel more comfortable when laid down, reducing their need to cry and increasing their sense of security, even when they are not in your arms. One of the most effective approaches is to gradually help your baby adjust to lying down by making the environment more comforting and familiar. Swaddling is a time-tested technique that mimics the snugness and boundaries of being held, helping babies feel secure and less prone to startle reflexes. A gentle, well-fitted swaddle can soothe the baby and help them settle more easily in their crib or bed. Swaddling is generally recommended for newborns, but as babies grow and begin to roll over, it's important to transition away from swaddling to ensure safety. Another helpful strategy is to use white noise or gentle music. The womb was a noisy place, filled with the sounds of the mother's heartbeat, blood flow, and muffled voices. Recreating some of this ambient noise with a white noise machine or soft lullabies can help babies feel less alone and more comforted when lying down. The steady, calming sounds mask sudden noises and create a consistent sleep environment. Creating a consistent bedtime routine also helps signal to your baby that it is time to rest. Babies thrive on routine and predictability. A series of calming activities, such as a warm bath, gentle massage, soft singing, or reading a quiet story, can help your child relax and prepare for sleep. Over time, these routines become associated with comfort and safety, making the transition to lying down easier. Physical closeness can be maintained even when the baby is not directly in your arms. Some parents find that placing a worn item of clothing with their scent near the baby helps them feel reassured. Others use sleep sacks or wearable blankets to provide gentle pressure and warmth. If your baby is old enough and has good head control, a slightly elevated crib mattress with proper safety precautions and pediatrician advice can reduce discomfort from reflux and make lying down more pleasant. Responding to your baby's cries with patience and consistency is essential. Babies cry to communicate their needs, and responding promptly helps them feel secure. Over time, as you help your baby become accustomed to lying down in a crib or bed, they will gradually learn that this is a safe space. Avoid letting your baby cry it out for extended periods, especially in the first few months of life, as this can increase feelings of anxiety and insecurity. Some parents find that gradually increasing the time the baby spends lying down helps them adjust. This can be done by starting with short periods when the baby is calm and happy, and slowly increasing the duration over several days or weeks. Gentle touch, soothing words, and staying close by can help reassure your baby during this process. Picking up and comforting your baby when they cry is not spoiling them. It is meeting their need for safety and connection. It is also important to pay attention to the timing of putting your baby down. Putting a baby down when they are drowsy, but not fully asleep, can help them learn to fall asleep independently. Over time, they associate the crib or bed with comfort and rest, rather than an abrupt separation from the caregiver. Watch for signs of sleep readiness, such as rubbing eyes, yawning, or becoming less active, and try to lay your baby down at these moments. Physical health also plays a role. Make sure your baby's crib or bed is comfortable, with a firm mattress and no loose bedding or objects that could pose a risk. Check the room temperature to ensure it is not too hot or cold. If your baby seems to dislike lying down, experiment with different sleep positions, always following safe sleep guidelines to reduce the risk of sudden infant death syndrome, and consult your pediatrician if you suspect any medical issues. Attachment parenting principles can be helpful for some families. These include practices such as co-sleeping, if done safely, baby wearing during the day, and providing plenty of skin-to-skin contact. These approaches are not for everyone, but for some parents, they provide a way to meet the baby's need for closeness while also allowing for periods of rest. As your baby grows, their need for constant physical contact will naturally decrease. Developmental milestones such as increased mobility, curiosity about the world, and self-soothing abilities will help your child feel more comfortable spending time alone, including sleeping in their own bed. Celebrate these small steps, and remember that every baby is unique. Some adjust quickly, while others need more time and reassurance. Communicating with your baby through touch, voice, and eye contact is vital. Even when you are not holding them, you can provide comfort by stroking their back, talking softly, or singing. These actions help regulate your baby's emotions and reinforce the bond between you. If you are feeling overwhelmed by your baby's crying and difficulty settling when lying down, remember that you are not alone. Many parents experience these challenges, and it is normal to feel frustrated or exhausted. Seek support from family, friends, or parenting groups. Sometimes, sharing experiences and learning from others can provide valuable insights and emotional support. In summary, the reasons why babies often cry and feel uncomfortable when laid down, but calm down when held, are rooted in their need for warmth, security, and connection. Their developing nervous systems, instinctive attachment behaviors, and physical comfort all play a role. To help your child feel more at ease when lying down, try strategies such as swaddling, white noise, consistent routines, and responding to their cues with patience and affection. Gradually increase their comfort with lying down and make sure to rule out any medical issues. Above all, trust your instincts as a caregiver. You know your baby better than anyone else. With time, understanding, and gentle persistence, your child will learn to feel safe and comfortable whether they are in your arms or resting in their own bed. Every stage of development brings new challenges and joys, and with each day, your bond with your child grows stronger. Remember that crying is a form of communication. It does not mean that your baby is unhappy or that you are doing something wrong. It is their way of expressing needs and seeking comfort. By responding with love, consistency, and understanding, you help build a foundation of trust and security that will support your child's emotional growth for years to come. Cherish the moments of closeness and take pride in the small victories. As your baby learns to rest peacefully on their own, you will both gain confidence and resilience. The journey through infancy is filled with learning, growth, and connection. With care and compassion, you can help your child navigate these early challenges and build a strong, loving relationship that lasts a lifetime.